This video goes out to our members, Doom Knight, Oh Fate, and Crazy Ant. Thanks so much for supporting the channel, you guys.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kjwippy, and welcome back to another episode of Management Wanted in Survival Minecraft. Now, we are continuing to take a break from finishing the decorating up top, because once again, I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to do that. And we are instead going to go all the way down below, and a lot of you are going to be very excited for this, because we are actually getting started on the original pizzeria that I first made on this channel. That's right, we've got this all completely set up, laid out. I've already started laying out the stages and a bunch of the different tilings and stuff that are going to be out here, just to get an idea of how much stuff I'm going to need. By golly, by goodness, I think it's ready to go. I've started to collect all kinds of stuff to really texture up this area and make it all pretty and nice. And sorry, it's fine. No, you're fine. It's fine. You're fine. You don't mind. I'm sorry. Also, a bunch of you were saying that I should keep the Enderman as a manager for over here, so now he is my buddy. I mean, he's not my buddy right now, but he will be when he eventually gives up on complaining about me. But yeah, I really have a hankering to get this thing going, so I'm gonna lay out kind of where the cave will cut it off. I'm thinking it'll probably cut it right about here. And then also along this side here, it'll probably also cut into about here. So that should hopefully be plenty of space for me to play with, and it'll still give me a bit of the exterior to play with. Thanks to the capabilities of this mod, I actually have facade bricks that look like the birchwood that I used before, so I'm just going to use those instead, kind of to give it a bit more of a realistic texture of what it would be, rather than it just being, you know, birch. I wasn't very happy with how that old exterior looked, and frankly, I don't want to recreate that. So to be quite honest, my friends, we're just going to hop right into it. So let's get started. Here we have it, my friends. This genuinely, I think, is one of my favorite things that I've done in this world so far. I am absolutely in love with the cave texturing, the little forklift that I made, the different pools of water and the waterfalls leaking from various pipes and stuff,
and of course, the updated exterior to my original pizzeria. Now, this isn't everything. I still need to get the amethysts and stuff like I was talking about. I think that'll look pretty good, and it'll help light up these darker areas as well. I did get some glow lichen, and I think it helps. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it, but it does give a nice little bit of a glow to the area, and it also does texture up a little bit more of the floor here and the walls and stuff, so it gives just that ever slight more texture to it, so that's nice. And also with the exterior, I've added the granite walls to kind of just give a bit more of a structure to it, and I'll probably get more of these awnings to put up over the windows, and then I want to find something to put on this wall as well, because this feels very blank, so I'm not entirely sure what we'll do with that yet. But heading inside, you can see that we've also got all of the floors, all the stages, the curtains, the walls, everything in here, as well as a space for the sinkhole, which is going to be the sacrifice pit. That was one of the employee of the episode suggestions. Look at that, knocking out 2 suggestions with 1 stone. And you'll also notice that I added these little arches in each of these areas, and that is because it just felt like it was too flat of a change. You know, it was just too harsh of a thing. So I've put these here, and I think it works for now. So yeah, so now we just gotta get this place all decorated up, and that's just gonna require me to go through and look at everything that was in that original place and try to line it up as best as possible. Oh, and I've also got a bunch of lights hooked up too. I may not keep all of these lights active because it does feel a bit too bright, but I also don't want things spawning in here. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do with that just yet. But let's get a bunch of these decorations going, and let's get this place looking nice and fun. Alright, I think, for the most part, that is pretty much the entirety of this place decorated. I'm actually surprised how quickly that went. So if you've watched the original build video, you'll notice that this is pretty much a one-to-one recreation of it, aside from, you know, a few obvious differences. Obviously, this place is much more trashed. There's a big old sinkhole. There's wires hanging from a lot more places in this one, so it's a lot more dingy, but it's pretty much the same build. Now, obviously, I've used different things, like I don't have the crayfish furniture or whatever. I don't even remember what mods it was, but you know, I've got all this stuff from the Management 1 mod used in this instead. So all of the plushies, all of the presents, all the tables, booth seats, the heads, the curtains, everything is all from the same mod in this one, which is really, really convenient because I don't have to download like 87 different things just to do what I want. I've also had to take into account how some things would be after being left down here for so much time. So I had these 2 potted plants in the original build, and they were nice and fresh and green, and I thought, what better way to make them look like they've been here forever and they're all dried up and dead than using the mangrove roots. I didn't even like process that this would have been an option before, and this is just so cool. I'm so happy with it. Oh man. One of the other changes too that I made is that this wall is actually blue and it's got like the little like sky thing to keep more in line with how that is in the games, because in my original build it's just a spruce wall and that's lame. We've got the parts and service with all of the extra animatronic parts. We've got the kind of technician office thing going on here, and it's pretty much the same as it was before. It's less decorated. I didn't put any papers or wires or anything in here, but that's fine. If I just no, give me that back, you're ruining my bit. If I just close this, then it's not a problem. Look at that. We've got the bathrooms, which actually have toilets, because that's included in the mod too. They don't flush or anything though. Oops. Got our kitchen complete with ovens, stoves, fridges, sinks to do dishes, and a bunch of boxes for all the random junk, and a mysterious vent that may lead to somewhere inconvenient for me. We've got the prize counter with all the little plushies, and I wanted to include a little Fredbear plush as a little nod. Oh, I didn't know these guys squeak too. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I wanted to include Fredbear as a little homage to our psychic friend Fredbear, because, you know, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Nah, I'm not gonna do that bit. We've got the arcade, and there is a big opening here for a reason. This is going to lead to that giant trash heap area that I mentioned before. That's in reference to security breach. A few people suggested that in the comments of a few of the videos, so I'm like, you know what, let's do that too. And then as we make our way down these halls here, I forgot to put in a door, but we've got the supply closet. Very simple, very boring. And then the office itself. And there's a little Nebraska poster too in reference of the movie. But we've got everything fully functioning, lights, doors, and yeah. So we could get cameras set up in here at a later time. I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't really want to. But yeah, I mean, this place is pretty much complete. I just need to get a couple more awnings, put them out here, figure out what to do with this wall, and then this structure's pretty much done. Oh, I also added I forgot what these are called, but it's like the bars that are supporting the place, just to make it feel like this cave isn't just like unsupported. It's got a little bit of a structure to it. So, not sure how I feel about it, but it's not terrible. Now, today's employee of the episode depends on if they're telling the truth or not. If they're not, then I'm not picking them because I'll be sad. They're still... Why? So, apparently, you can use Faz coins. Oh, you can! Claim my prize? How do I do that? How do I do that? I want that. I can get a gumball. Whoa! You can't see my face right now, but I'm pogging. I'm like, whoa. Okay, let me go down here to the other arcade, see if there's anything in this one that I have different. I don't think there is. Oh, the basketball one. Wait, is that... Okay, no, that's just... But that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's fun. I got a little gumball. I don't know what my prize was for the other thing, but who knows? And this was pointed out by Puppet Gamer 2005. I'm just gonna leave it at They are nominated as employee of the episode for arcade machines use Faz coins. Wow. All right, and you get a lovely gumball. So let's finagle this thing, I guess. There we go. Now I just need to get glow squid ink and do that, but yeah. But that, my friends, is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I understand that it was a bit uneventful because it was a lot of just building, but, you know, it was fun. We had a good time, I think. And I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I think it's going to be really fun implementing the sacrifice pit and eventually trying to survive down here as well as surviving in the other office. Because, you know, that's kind of the whole goal of this, is to make a place that I can survive in and do so efficiently and hopefully not lose my life, probably. I mean, I guess that's the definition of survive. Why do I keep saying things that I shouldn't. I'm sorry. But yes, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, and if you really enjoyed, consider subscribing. As always, I really appreciate all of you guys who do that. And until the next video, I hope you all stay safe. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Also, don't forget that memberships are a thing, so if you feel like supporting me, feel free to do that. You'll get some cool extra perks along the way. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye!